出生於廚藝世家，參加過無數嘅廚藝比賽，擔任過酒店嘅主廚，隻身由溫哥華嚟到多倫多。我帶你認識下 Glass Kitchen 嘅主廚 Keith Pears。
I kind of grew up around food my whole entire life. Both my parents are chefs. My grandparents owned a Chinese Western cafe. So some of my earliest childhood memories are just spending time with my grandparents because my parents are always working. So just hanging out in their restaurant, turning the open and close sign around, playing underneath the tables, hanging out with my grandma, peeling potatoes. When I was around 19, I had already been in the business industry for about 4 or 5 years because I started washing dishes when I was 14. My mom kind of pushed me to go to culinary school. And a few years later, that's when I kind of fell in love with the art of food.
Keith 喺溫哥華出世，15歲就已經訂立目標，希望有朝一日成為出名嘅廚師。19歲考入廚藝學院，畢業之後就喺唔同嘅餐廳做嘢，都晉升得相當之快。2017年 ，Keith 隻身嚟到多倫多，先喺 Marriott 旗下嘅 Delta 酒店擔任行政總廚，再喺2021年加盟多倫多W酒店成為行政總廚。喺人哋嘅眼中 ，Keith 嘅職業生涯睇落係一帆風順，但係佢亦都曾經面對過唔少挑戰㗎。
I'm originally from Vancouver, so moving here to Toronto was a challenging point in my career. You know, leaving home, I guess. So I had to get the blessing of my mother and my grandma, just to make sure that they were okay with that. And you know, just being away from family, being away from friends, coming to a big city, not knowing anybody, not knowing what's gonna happen. But you just kind of like push through, take it day by day. I think my whole career is tough. You know, there's different stages that you go through throughout it all. But definitely, I mean, at 14 years old, washing dishes, it's not the most glamorous thing. You know, it's a lot of scrubbing, just a lot of hard work, and you're just trying to understand life. I just wanted extra money to buy some shoes and clothes, and you know, just but everything has its challenges, so you know, you just got to go through. It's all about the process.
做廚師嘅道路一向都唔易行㗎啦，需要刻苦耐勞同埋好多耐性同心機。阿 Keith 好幸運，有屋企人嘅啟發、鼓勵同埋支持，一步一步咁向前行。喺呢啲歲月裏面，阿 Keith 參加咗好多廚藝比賽。對佢嚟講，參加比賽並唔係為咗追求啲咩名利，而係喺過程之中會有好多得着啊。
It's never about fame for me. Again, I think it's my mom who influenced me 18 years ago, maybe. I don't even remember. She pushed me to do my first culinary competition. And I had placed second with not a lot of training or practice, just kind of like going in it for fun. And like I said, I've always compared cooking to team sports. So the competition aspect of sports has always like fueled me, has always inspired me, has always pushed me. So I think combining what I love about playing team sports and cooking together naturally just kind of came together. Because after you do one competition, you get this rush, this fuel inside you. You want to do another one. And then when you start to notice yourself getting a little bit better, and then when you start to win, you get addicted to that feeling.
目前 Keith 創辦嘅呢間 Glass Kitchen 部分菜式都融入咗亞洲嘅口味。喺研發同埋設計菜式方面，阿 Keith 同樣好受到屋企背景，尤其係佢媽媽嘅影響。與此同時，佢心目中仲有另外一位偶像嘅。
You know, living in Vancouver and being, you know, from Canada, I always liked Suser Lee. I've never had a chance to meet him yet. But I've always admired his like French Asian, you know, French Chinese, French Asian style of cooking. I feel that's more similar to who I am as well. Just growing up in Canada, growing up in a diverse family and things like that. So I feel like that's kind of who I am as a cook, as a chef. One of my long-term goals was always to kind of have my own enterprise, like my own restaurants. So this is just the first of many to come. Glass Kitchen also is coming from green glass, meaning jade, and jade is my grandmother's name. So it was kind of touching for me.
喺展望未來，唔知阿 Keith 又會唔會同其他廚師一樣，以得到米芝蓮星級廚榮為目標呢？
It's funny you ask because definitely that is one of my goals. Once they brought Michelin to Canada, it kind of excited me inside. So with Glass Kitchen, we would like to open another location. With my competition, that's my main focus right now. But after my competition, my goal is to open a fine dining concept, hopefully to achieve a Michelin star one day.